bag ladies. It's Saturday and I'm doing a video. So I thought, what the heck? Sitting here twiddling my thumbs. So why not? It's either that or I'm gonna eat something really bad. So let's do a video instead. So that's what I'm doing. So I've listed three more bags today and doing a little bit more research. I think some of the bags that I have in my non-vintage stock actually are a little bit more vintage than I realize. And that definition of vintage that I use is 20 years or older. So anything kind of early 2000s, um, it meets the criteria. So why not give it the platform on Etsy that these great little pieces deserve, and we can take it from there. So anyway, first bag is one that I had in my other stock. This is the Trend. Now, I had to do a little bit more research on the Trend because I've only known the Trend as a Canadian brand. And I was first introduced to them via a retailer, a small retailer. I think at their max, they had 13 outlets here in Canada. And they were quite a high-end. I've talked about them before. They were quite a high-end leather option. And I think they were just in Canada. So yeah, I only know them as being in Canada. Calderon shoes. The Trend was their shop brand. And I know, I think I've showed you in the past my little Trend pouch that I bought when I was 16. And I had saved up all summer for a pair of riding boots and this beautiful little pouch to match. And I still have it, and I use it when I was doing my outdoor shows. That's what I would put all my change in and such. But this is the same brand. They are still producing bags. The company, the artisans, the Italian artisans who are kind of the makers behind the brand, have been making bags since the 1920s in Italy, and the bags are still made in Italy. As far as I know, this one certainly has a made in Italy label in it. And this little puffed name kind of a tag is very synonymous with the Trend. Now there is the old Trend in the US. I don't know if that is a similar brand or an arm of this brand, but anyway, this little bag is really, really cute. It's very small. There are some very typical marks. It has a little bit of a crackle finish, so that isn't damaged. That is the way it's supposed to be, and it's equally on the front. There are a couple of little scratches. Anything black, it's like a car. You're going to see all the scratches. But where this bag really kind of comes into its own is there's three nice compartments. Now, it's a 90s bag. It has a very small phone pouch. And there's the Trend made in Italy. And, 1, 2, there is a zipper here as well, 3. And it's very simple, but you're going to get a lot in there. And it's soft-sided enough that it's going to expand. And it does actually have, hopefully you wouldn't distress the bag this much. But there is, there is some room in there. There's no outside pockets. But what I love is this simple. Now I've got it on the very last hole. I always do that because I want to know the longest it will go in terms of strap drop. But I mean, how simple is that? But it's so classy. And it's just a beautiful little, could you get it crossbody? It would be ridiculously high sitting. But I mean, if you absolutely wanted to, you could. And it's got like a little bit of a, I'm going to say bounce, which is ridiculous. It's just got like a little bit of a puffy, it's not a hard leather. It's beautiful. I like the trend. I really, really like the trend. I've got a long history, as I've just shared with you, with this brand, and I know it to be superior quality. So that is the trend. Now, this little bag I've had for a long, long time. It's not anything. It's got a little side gusset. It's a smooth leather on the back. It'll sit up. I mean, it's very Chanel-esque, obviously, with this kind of pattern in the front. It does have some damage. The strap does kind of... There is a little bit of... I think this is just kind of like a leather... It's not pure leather on the back, or, I mean, it's leather, it's just a very thin piece of leather. So there is a little bit of damage there, and there is, you know, just some creasing in this kind of leather piece here. You know, it's got a couple of little jump rings there. That's the excess of the little leather lacing that goes through the chain. It's in excellent condition inside. There's some little black marks there. There's a zipper. But you know what? I priced it accordingly. Again, you know, we're getting to some bags that I really had to make a decision on. Do I, you know, ignore them and, you know, kind of dump them, or do I price them accordingly, and somebody for, you know, very little money can have a nice little bag? So here we go. Like, it's a nice little chain, and I mean, you could put that crossbody as well. It's just really, really cute. You know, at a glance, you'd look twice. I would. Chanel's never been kind of one of my brands that I salivate over, but I just love this little bag, and I just couldn't let it, you know, sit any longer. So I've listed it. So there we go. And bag number 3 is very in keeping with the bag that I listed yesterday, that purple Danier. This is a Danier also. It's a much deeper purple. It's kind of an aubergine color. It's got a very distressed glossy. Now, I have moisturized the shit out of this one too, just like the one yesterday. It does have some dry spots in the corners and would absolutely benefit from some continued moisturizing. It does have a little bit of a sticky feel to it right now, just because I did put so much of that that leather milk that I have. So, I mean, I would buff it and try and kind of calm that down a little bit. The strap is in great condition. None of that, the glazing is fine. Just, you know, just had some little dry spots, which I've moisturized. You can see a little bit there. Lots of pockets though. So you've got an outside pocket, you've got your interior, it's got a lanyard. There's your Danier leather. And this is probably an early 2000s bag as well. Another pocket here, and you've got a pocket here. So lots of options. Yeah, so this is probably, you know, how it started out, and it has distressed, it has patinaed with its age. But I mean, the interior is in such excellent, excellent condition that, again, it's just, you know, it seems almost, you know, like it's like a little orphan. I don't want anybody to not, you know, have access to little orphan Danier here. So I thought I'd jump on and just, you know, show you some of these guys. And there's a couple of slip pockets and a zipper pocket here. So, you know, if you're looking for something, I mean, you have to like purple to buy purple. You're not going to experiment, I don't think, with, I mean, maybe this one you could because it is really quite dark, but that other one is very purple, and especially with that lime green interior, the Danier one I listed yesterday. So, another 3 bags on a Rogue Saturday. Got to keep you on your toes, ladies and gents. Got to keep you on your toes. Had a lazy morning. It was very cold again today. So, I mean, where do you go? What do you do? You know, do I want to go for a drive? Maybe. I don't know. So I thought I'd hang out with you guys and have a chat with you and just let you know that I get your messages and not very many of them, which you know what is okay because I don't know how people manage a lot. It's a bit overwhelming actually. So, but anyway, have a wonderful Saturday and I will see you on Monday. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow. Who knows? Take care. Bye, everybody.